Hello everyone, we are live again. My CSP is working. This is the artwork that we have been working on, that I have been working on lately. It is not entirely done, but we are slowly working on getting through it. Stuff is working. Yes, working for one day. So I apologize for being a little bit later than I normally want to go, but I was hanging out with a friend, and I'll actually, for a somewhat similar reason, I'll be late if I even stream. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Trying to find a nice, good skin tone to do this. That's not what. Alright, that looks good. Well, we'll get the shading in. So one thing I've started doing is I've started just paint bucketing in flat colors and then playing around with the stuff on top of it. And I'm really liking doing that. Really liking doing that. Alright. Yeah, all this is looking. I really like doing. I like art. I like just going and playing around with this stuff. So I apologize for the kind of sporadic stream schedule this last. I'm I'm just trying to make it through college, and to be frankly honest, it's kind of just ass. Yeah, to be absolutely frank, it's just kind of kicking my ass. So I'm trying to just stream when I can. That's smart for me. Can't I can't afford to not graduate. So we've been having a few times where I'm like, yes, I should stream, but then I don't. And tomorrow is not an exception. I won't be streaming tomorrow, I doubt. I doubt I'll be streaming tomorrow. So one thing I did want to stream though is I wanted to stream Exoprimal, but talking about games, but I can't. Exoprimal beta ended because Exoprimal looked absolute, but that beta ended, and I didn't get to like hardly play it at all. So I feel really bad about the Exoprimal beta ending. I was like, I found out about it, and I was like, ooh, that's nice. That's like something I like. You're telling me I get to be a dinosaur. I get to no, I get to be a mech fighting dinosaurs? Yes, please. And then I found out the beta was like no length. It was like a few days. I was like, okay, that that kind of sucks. Is that a good shade? I want to just move farther towards the bed. That actually looks. All right, and then we're gonna search it in here. Why? Cause I don't know. And I'll get rid of it. Yeah. So I'm really liking how I've been doing shading. So Like, I feel like I'm actually starting to kind of understand how shading works, which is all due to the old paintings that I was doing before, where I was just completely painting an image, like just a few hours. So now that I'm actually giving myself the time to work, it makes a lot more sense. So now a lot of my art is making more sense to me. Color. I also don't know how to draw hands. So if these don't look right, yeah, they don't. Alright, we're gonna put a tiny little line of shading in. Line this stuff right in through here. I missed a spot right in here. That's something I do quite a lot. I'll miss these spots. After I got done with the Eula drawing, I was looking back at it. I was like, I just missed this entire spot right in here. Like that. Yeah, something like that. We're gonna increase this just a little bit. We're gonna make all this bigger. I think I'm gonna just fill all that in. Something like that. I don't know. Round that out slightly more. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like how that's looking. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna line all this hair. Small little shading line. Really like how I did the hair on this drawing. I'll be honest, I really like how I did the hair on this drawing. I think the hair looks pretty nice. I actually really appreciate how I did it. Oh, so a little bit of news. Well, one, I don't know what game to be playing on Thursday night, which is part of the reason why I won't be doing it tomorrow. Also, I'm just, but so that's kind of a bad thing, and I need to figure out what we're gonna play next because I beat all my previous games, and I don't really have much else. I might go back to playing the medieval Minecraft, but I don't know. But I don't know. I love this song. Love for the song. itself by it's on the Guilty Gear Strive sound. But speaking of music, I bought a guitar. I don't know how to draw lips, I'll be honest. But yeah, I bought a guitar. So I'll be trying to pick up guitar as well. This isn't going to be the end of art streams, but I might have but I might start having uh music streams. I think would be kind of cool. Which I think would be kind of cool. Just kind of get on here and play guitar. After I would have to learn a good bit of it first. But after I learn guitar, I learn some chords and learn just a few songs, like about an hour's playlist. I'd probably get on and just start playing on stream. I think would be kind of a neat little. It would also get me out a little bit because I love learning. I love doing new things. Kind of why I went and ended up buying the guitar. So I was like, I've been wanting to play it. So I was like, I've been wanting to play it, but uh, yeah, but it's just like at the same time, so much work learning an instrument. But I don't actually know how to shade this blush that most people. What I'll just end up doing is acting like I do. What I'll do is I act like I do. So I do this, I'll now erase some in through here, and this looks a little big in through here. Finally, I'll grab a G pen. I'll lower the layer's opacity just down to about 80%. Yeah, 80%. Then I'll take it and this. And I think it gives me a pretty alright blush. I don't know. Everything I do is me acting like I know what I'm doing. So the fact that if it does look bad, should not surprise anyone here. Yeah, it shouldn't surprise anyone. But, eh, that's what you do. Carry on. I can't sing for crap, but I do love it. What the? Okay, that looks better. I fixed it. I fixed the problems. I also need to learn how to do eyes properly. Like, I don't ever think my eyes look good. I need to find a way to do them where I like them. Which I do have a few things that I do that no one else does, but I actually haven't done on this. I like the darker. All right. Okay, so now I don't know how Sucrose's eyes look, so I gotta check that really quick. Oh, she has a nice amber eyes. QT has almost amber eyes. We can definitely work with amber color. I think this is a little bit more, and it'll all look great. Ah, how's that look? You guys look. Um, I actually realized I needed to do this a different way. Way I was wanting to do this. Would frankly not work. Apparently, I don't know how to use a. Alright, I am figuring this out. Figuring this out. Okay, so then we got the top one. Ah, oh, that was way too much pressure. Alright, got that, and that'll give us a nice little. Alright, I think I know how to do this. That. I want to go into the saturate. This nice, good old saturated part. Ah, Okay, then we got that. Alright, so I'm not the greatest at eyes. I will be the first to say this. Okay. That. Pure white, because this is the only time I ever use white. We're doing eye reflect. Wait, this isn't in my playlist. What is playing? Brothers of Metal? I'm not even sure what this is. Uh, not sure why it's playing that. What do we want to play? Heavy. I know. There. It was for. Oh. Yeah, them eyes don't look too. Probably not my best work in the world, but I don't know how to draw eyes effectively. That's something I need to work on. Yeah, that's something I need to work on. So I'm liking how it looks. I'm liking how this entire art piece is looking. You actually want a sneak peek at my next artwork. My next one will be drawing Vora from Paladins. Because I do like Vora and I like Paladins and I love playing Vora because she's so unbelievably fun. So next I'm going to be drawing Vora from Paladins. And I definitely ain't stalling while I go get something to drink because for some reason I forgot to do that again. But yeah, this will be my next artwork. I'll be drawing a little bit of a dynamic pose with Vora where she's shifting her weight and she's moving in specific ways. So this is just a little sketch that I did in about 10 minutes to try to get my basic anatomy down. Also, I gotta make sure I save 5. Alright. Now we gotta draw Sucrose's hat. Yeah, I think I know, basically. Yeah, I can fudge the colors if I don't. Alright, we're gonna start off with the gold color, because I like gold. That. That. Oh, I never drew her hair up here. Oh well. I don't like this color. Does not look the same. How's that look? Try that. How it looks. If I don't like it, then I'll come back and I don't know, the yellow is just starting to look. Uh, I don't know. Like it just doesn't seem the right color. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It's a really odd idea. This, uh, a little bit in here. Oh, shade here on this. All right. So I think that's grab this. Down with this. Thinking we a little bit of luster shine going. Because the thing isn't that this looks and is how I'm perceiving it, and that's all that matters, as metal. And the thing is metal likes to shine. Yeah, metal likes to be shiny and lustrous. All right. Yeah, this is looking. I like this. This on that. Okay. This is looking kind of alright. Do the little luster thing again. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty nice. I'm liking that. Now we're gonna do this color. How's that look? Um, needs to be a little darker. What the? Yeah, there we go. Actually, I want to change one of these lines. Change this line to be like this. All right, that should work a lot better. Even though that's not how this hat would actually look if she was wearing it, it'll work. All right, we'll see how this looks. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. I'll take it. Little bit of shading on the underside of the star. Little bit of shading on the underside of the star. I think I'll do the. I don't know why. I don't even know if that's the color of it, but that's the color it's becoming. Actually, I think it might just become that darker blue. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Gotta clean it in a few areas, but other than yeah, I like it. Okay. I want this white. All right. That actually kind of looks pretty good as a flat, but I'll throw a few shadows in just to make it look nice. I actually kind of need remembering stuff on the previous area that I need to deal with. A little bit of a shadow on the underside of this hair. Try to implement the hair into the artwork a little bit. Back up here. I'll grab the dark color. Go back down here. Go to the clipped layer. Alright, that actually, I'll take that. I'm liking how this looks. I'm liking how this entire art piece. Kind of glad that I'm finally finishing this. Now there might be small little things that I have to go around and get work on for a little bit, but other than that, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm actually making progress a little quicker than I anticipated. I really don't have much planned for today, and I apologize for that. I, I'll be honest, I'm kind of drained from just working on college all the time. I'll be honest, college has been kind of just my ass lately, but I've been enjoying trying to get on here and like I do this so late in the day that it's really hard for me to like stay on too awfully long. I got a super late start today. I apologize for that. Yeah, I apologize for it. So another funny story that happened to me this week. So I have a pretty minor case of dyslexia, and I actually think this is really funny. And so we was working on something, and I misspelled something. So I misspelled something. And my professor was talking about it. He's like, I'm disappointed in you. Like you should not have been misspelling this. And I went and I was like, yeah, I'll fess up. Oh, my laptop's dying. My laptop's dying. Alright, there we go. But anyway, so I went and I misspelled something. And my professor was like, oh, you should not have been misspelling these things. And I was like, yeah, I'll fess up. That was my bad. I misspelled the deliverable. And he's like, no, 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 this is not. Then he was just went and was just standing there looking at another student and then just turned to me. He just turned to me. He's like, NTI, you have dyslexia. And then proceeded to just turn straight back to the camera and everyone else that he was talking to. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I have dyslexia, but like, I'd like to think that that's not too bad. But apparently it is. I'm sorry. And it was just really funny. It was really funny. Although, like, he shouldn't have done it. But it was really funny. And then then I went back to my class because I was actually rating him in another class during another class, which I don't recommend you do unless like you know the professor's on break with that class, which I knew he was. What is the arrow symbol? I can get. Anyway, shoot, what was I talking about? Yes, professor. rated his class. So I rate. So our professor went and was just like, "You have dyslexia." Like, yeah. Then me and my class went back to our class, and they was like, "I dyslexia," and I was like, "Yes, I have dyslexia." They was all like, "I didn't even know." Like, yeah, I hide it a lot. They're like, "Well, you've been doing all these deliverables with us and everything," and I'm like, "Yeah, but do I ever check? Am I ever on the grammar check? Is that ever my job?" And there's like, "Now that you mention it, no, no, you haven't." And I was like, "Yeah, there's a reason. I know my strengths, and I know that that is not one of them. Like, I know my strengths, and I know that that is not one of them." So, we're gonna try to do a little bit of this. I'll be honest, I don't know how to draw any of the vision. Ah, that looks actually kind of all right, so I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, this looks nice. Liking how this is working. We gotta do a little bit of a background, but after that, good. But here's the thing, I don't know how to draw a background. Saved my life. Yeah, I don't know how to draw a background to save my life. But yeah, then me and my class, they went and there's like, "Yeah, you're dyslexic." I'm like, "Yes, I'm dyslexic." And we had this massive conversation about dyslexia. And they was like, "Man, I like didn't know you had dyslexia." I'm like, "Not a big deal. My words just don't exist right. That is the only problem." And I don't know, I thought it was really funny at that time. I've also been trying to get through the Darling in the Franxx manga lately. And man, I want to get through it, but I have not been able to find the time. Yeah, I'm trying to get through, but I don't know. I don't have the time. But I am getting a guitar. And that is kind of nice, I'll be honest. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, ooh, I could do music. I don't know what to do for a background, I'll be honest. What could I do as a background? I don't know how to draw a background. This is why I should do stuff offline. I don't know what I need. I'll probably not do background, I'll be honest. I very kind of often tend to backgrounds. I don't know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do, I am going to create a new layer. What I'll do is I'm going to create a new layer where this is all visible to new layer. Then I want to, all right, and then we're going to make all this and not playing with it. So What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to play with a little bit of lightning. So I think it's somewhere up here. You color correction. I don't know. I know there's some stuff up here. I know there's color correction. I don't know. We're gonna play with this. I don't want to use a. I don't want to use. I want to kind. I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to find out what I'm. But I am happy about how this art. So what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. So the reason I don't like this is 'cause this kind of just all comes into. I don't want the line. I always want the line art to be. With there are a few line art corrections I just marked. This, that right there, this, and on top of it, I can grab this. I can blend this all in. There we go, and then that looks better. Goes less up into this. Similar problem right into here. Okay. I also realize now I didn't do any highlights on this. Go and we'll start doing that a little bit. Okay. Since I can't change the opacity, I'm going to erase these slightly more than I normally do. I don't really want them to be too visible. I just want them to be a little bit visible. Like, I can still see it from here, but it's very hard to tell. If that makes sense. I want to do the same with the nose here. Put a small little highlight on the nose. I never colored in her eyebrows. Glad I didn't ship it out like that. A little bit darker. I really want the eyebrows to be like dark. That's the best way I can make it all stand out apart from me. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. Take it. Yeah, I'd take it. And what other details do I have? Yeah, there's anything else I'm missing? I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. To be honest, I like finished this. Kind of nice. I'm really happy at how this one has turned out. I really like the Eula one. Eula one I felt a little bit more comfortable with. This one I'm a little bit less. This one I'm a little less comfortable with. I'm struggling a lot more. All right, we're trying to add a few of these highlights in. All right, trying to get a few highlights in that make sense and will help make this torso thing pop. I'll be honest right now, it's looking a little bit flat. think that looks kind of alright. I like it. If I flip it the other way. If I flip it, the face and the hat becomes a little bit messed up. Face and hat becomes a little bit messed up. But I still like it. I really like how I did the hair. My gosh, I love how I did the hair on this piece. Yeah, I really love how I did the hair on this. Kind of wish I separated the face. I normally do separate the face. I just didn't this time. And I'm not exactly sure why, but I did it, and I'm now kind of regret. Then I could just face over fix. But oh well. That's in the past. But I'm very comfortable calling this artwork done. I'm very comfortable calling this artwork done. I think I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good. The face, the eyes need to move over just a little bit. Mouth too. But other than that, I'm really happy with this drawing. Maybe the hat is a little bit funky. But other than that, I'm really happy with this drawing. So, but that's about all I have. So my next drawing is I'm going to be trying to draw Vora from Paladins. I don't know how that's going to work. This is just my basic anatomical sketch. Just sketching out how I hope it'll look in the end. And so I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. This has been, granted, a shorter stream, but that's okay. I'm I'm trying to not completely ruin my sleep schedule because I have been lately. So I'm just gonna call it for today. Try to continue to not. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, if you're here and you're enjoying the stream, please consider hitting that hitting that follow button. Help you find your way back in these dark and. So my next stream, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but Friday I hope to be streaming, doing art again. Hopefully I'll have like the Vora slightly better sketched out. And then we'll be working on line art probably Friday if I had to guess, knowing my knowing my workflow. So thank you all again. I'm